Hey everybody! Today we're going to talk about a very hot topic, and that is, how do we take care of ourselves post-election? Whether you live in the States or not, I'm sure you're aware that we just had an election. And over half of the population are very disappointed because the person that they wanted elected didn't win. And I know that a lot of people are feeling stress and anxiety, and so today I'm here to talk to you about ways to better take care of yourself and manage that stress and anxiety that you may be feeling. When anything happens that is really stressful and hard on us, and we find ourselves disappointed or anxious or any number of feelings, I think it's important to take some time for yourself and recognize how important it is that you put yourself first. And so I would challenge each and every one of you to utilize these 5 tips for a week. Give yourself a week to decompress, to give back to yourself so that you can get back into your routine and feel better overall. And the first tip that I have is to stay off social media or not watch the news as often. If something is upsetting to you and you find yourself getting built up because you keep hearing the same things over and over or hearing about more upsetting information, maybe we shouldn't take that information in. You could, relate this to having stitches and you keep pulling out the sutures and expecting it to heal. We have to give ourselves time to heal. And if things that are external are making us feel worse, maybe we just cut them off for a week. And this doesn't mean that we have to be like, I'm not hearing anything and stick your head in the sand. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if it's overwhelming right now and you're feeling so many things, it's good to give ourselves a break from that constant input so that we can take better care of ourselves. And the second tip is spend time with those you love. Nothing helps me feel better when I'm feeling overwhelmed or anxious or stressed out or any number of things than spending time with people who really build me up and make me a better version of myself and really remind me of why I am who I am and what's actually important to me. I know many of you have said that a lot of your family members don't share the same political views as you, and so I would encourage you to speak up and enact a 1-week silence where we don't talk about politics. Instead, we talk about how we're doing in work and how this is going for school or how we've been feeling and working on that thing with that other friend of ours. Change the subject, change the conversation, and make it a safe, happy place for all of you. During stressful or anxious times, I find the first things to go are sleep and eating. We don't sleep well, we're not in a regular schedule, and we're not eating properly. So I would encourage you to pay attention. What am I doing? When am I going to sleep? When am I getting up? Am I giving my body the energy and fuel that it needs to keep doing the things I want it to do? Get that back in line. Get back on track, because I promise you'll feel so much better. And the fourth, and something that I think people often forget, is getting back into a routine. Routines can feel so comfortable and so comforting when we're feeling really stressed or maxed out. Make sure that you're doing the things you always do. Getting up at a certain time, eating that breakfast that you like, calling that friend or getting that coffee with a friend. Keep in the schedule that you normally keep. Because oddly enough, our brain and bodies do best when it's predictable and they know what's coming next. And so getting back into a routine can make everything feel so much better. And the fifth and final tip, be patient with yourself and with others. This has been hard for a lot of people. A lot of people are stressed out, maxed out, anxious, but just be patient with it. That's why I encourage you to take a week. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to get back in your sleep schedule, eat properly, spend time with those that you care about. This is all gonna be a process, but be patient with it and know that it can and will get better. I hope you found these tips helpful. These are tips that I'm implementing in my life right now. This is a really stressful time for a lot of people, and the more that we share and help one another, the better we are overall. So please share this video on Facebook. Use the links below and share it. You never know who may be struggling and who may be helped out by even just one of these tips. I love you all. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you next time.